Welcome to the world premiere of Ruby. So last year, my friend Greta had this idea to write a play, and here we are, however long later, and we're putting it on stage. That's basically it. That's why we're here. Every theater major has to do a senior project, and I followed others' footsteps and said, let's do a production. So that's what you're here to watch, in case you didn't know. It's a production. Couple quick notes. At the end of the performance, there will be a talk back. So that'll be roughly 8:45 start for that. So for those of you who want to stay back and ask questions to the cast, to Greta, whoever, if you'd like to stay for that, you're welcome to. But you have a little bit of time to exit if you need to get going. So yeah. Also, if you need to exit for any reason, please use this exit here so as to not interfere with any actors' entrances and exits. For those of you in the front row, we have a small playing space now. So just be mindful of where your feet are so that we don't trip. With that, please enjoy Ruby.
Right on time, Ruby. I'll go check with the dean and see what he may have for you to do today.
I stabbed J.S. in the arm with a pencil.
What?
That's why I'm in detention. I stabbed him in the arm.
Why?
He tried to take my paint palette in the art room last hour. I was keeping it at the bottom of the stack, and for some reason, he decided to try to take it before I could get there. So wham! My best 8B pencil with heavy lead right into his arm. And splinters flew. Well, not really, but he did scream like a baby.
Could you have just asked him for it?
I've used that exact palette every day we painted at the school, since the 6th grade. It has all my color swatches and the way I mix them. I'm not gonna let some jock just mess that up.
It sounds important to you.
It is. My stuff is my stuff, and whoever messes with me is gonna get it. I'm Ruby.
Skylar.
Skylar, nice. I like that. Skylar, what's your last name?
Ruby! That's do! Heather Regis, Cape Elizabeth Middle School. How can I help you? Yes, hold please. Ruby, you'll be in the library with Miss Anderson for detention today. She has some things she can use your help with. Yes.
Let's get out of here.
Well, I'm not actually in detention.
What? You just like to sit here with Heather Regis, Cape Elizabeth Middle School. How can I help you?
No, my dad is actually a teacher here, so I just wait till he's done so he can drive me home.
Oh, right. I knew that. How long do you have to wait?
It might be another 2 hours. Maybe I could come with you.
You want to help me with my detention?
If you, promise not to stab me.
I promise. she'll make us do?
Probably something fun. Miss Anderson is nice.
Hello, Ruby. I see you've brought a friend to help. I told Heather I'd have something for you to do. Ah, yes. I've just received some of the new books I ordered, but they are in sore need of alphabetization. The two of you can look through them and place them back in the cart in order by last name. After that, I don't have anything else for you, so you can just stay and study until 5. Does that sound okay?
Sounds easy enough.
Wonderful. Then you're all set. I'll be over in the young adult section on the west side of the library, if you need me.
As if I know where the west side is.
It's that way.
Whatever.
Do you like to read?
Yeah, and I like to write. But I don't like to read to take those stupid tests the school gives us. That's just a way that they get to track what books we read. If I want to read, it's because I want to, not because anybody tells me to.
I like to read to figure things out.
What do you mean?
I read a lot of manuals on cars and mechanics to figure out how to build things.
That sounds major boring. But cool at the same time.
Yeah, it's one of the only things I'm good at. I can never seem to pay attention long enough to get through a novel, and, well, I don't ever understand poetry.
You must really not be liking Mrs. Blackwell's class right now.
Well, actually, I'm not doing so well. My mom is worried. But I just don't understand Emily Dickinson or poetry in general, and I have no idea how to write about something that I don't even have an opinion about. I just don't understand it.
What? Poetry is easy. Everyone gets it in some way.
I don't.
Let me rephrase that. Poetry is easy because it's everywhere.
That doesn't make any sense. I can speak English and read words, but I just never know what I'm doing, and I don't dare try.
Stop right there! You never know what you're doing and you don't dare. That's alliteration. You're speaking in poetry right now.
Well, I mean, I didn't try to do that.
Poetry is just words that explain how you feel. Well, it's also more than that. Like the way that you set up your bedroom is poetry. The way you dress, tone of voice. It can be anything you like it, and because you like it. It's, I see, it's okay for Dad to remarry, but it's that.
Ruby, I failed the haiku assignment.
What? It's literally 575. Do you not know how to count?
I don't know. I honestly don't think I'll ever get it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. I think I have something that can help.
If it's more reading or homework, trust me, it won't. I've tried so many times, and my mom has tried even more for me.
No, it's not. It's a game I like to play, but I've never really played it with anybody else, and I don't know if it will work.
Probably not, but you can try.
Stop! It's called the color game, and I want to show you Yellow.
What, like this book is yellow?
Hey, Ruby.
Hey, Yellow.
Who's this?
You're talking to him. Oh. Hey, what was that?
Oh, dear.
He can't see you, can he?
What? See who? What is this game? This isn't helping.
Well, let me explain. I like to play this game I mentioned earlier called the color game. This time I thought, what does yellow look like?
Like, what are the different shades of yellow?
Kind of, but I think to myself, what does yellow look like, sound like, smell like, taste like, feel like? In other words, what is yellow? What does it mean?
To be or not to be.
What was that?
That was yellow.
Yellow sounds like creepy whispering in my ear.
Let me try again. What else does yellow sound like?
Yellow sounds like creepy whispering in my ear.
What else does yellow sound like?
So, to clarify, not creepy whispering?
No.
Why don't we give him an example?
Okay. Yellow sounds like bubbles popping, like opening an umbrella, or hailing a taxi cab, or the sound of slippery when you drop your bar of soap in the shower.
Hey, where did this come from? Oh, don't tell me Yellow sent it to me.
Yes, I did.
Yes, she did, and I think she likes you.
Well, that's just great. The one girl that actually likes me isn't even real. Maybe she is real?
Yeah, she is real to me, and maybe she could be real for you too, or maybe for you it's a he.
Wait, what?
That's not the point. The point is it's how you use your poetry to see color.
Ruby, ask him what I feel like.
Okay, Skylar. What does yellow feel like?
Yellow feels like feathers?
Yes!
Oh. Wait, did I just... Feathers, huh? Oh, my dad just finished with work and he's ready to go, but do you have detention tomorrow?
Yeah. 4 whole days. Who knew my graphite misdemeanor would sink me so far into academic imprisonment?
Okay. I guess I'll see you tomorrow then.
Yeah, I'll see you. Yellow is feathers, bubbles, soap. Yellow feels like wrinkling my nose or wearing a skirt. Not that I would. Well, yellow is all those short display beds at home furniture stores. No. Yellow is all those throw pillows that make sitting on them impossible. Yellow feels like walking on shag carpet, or if I were to take an old Volkswagen and turn it into a hippie bus and drive away forever.
Now there's an idea.
Would you come with me?
Absolutely. I'm always ready for an adventure.
As if. I never get to go anywhere. All summer I was just stuck here.
Yeah, and look at how much you did.
I hate all of them. Well, that's not true. I love all of them in different ways, but I also hate all of them in different ways. Does that make sense?
Seems like the same relationship you have with people, if you ask me. Of course not colors. You could never hate me.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Every time I talk to another person, it feels like this one time I went for a walk, and it started to rain, and people would drive past, wondering why I went for a walk in the rain, as if I just chose to go out in the storm. And as another car drove past to see how soaked I was getting, I just wanted to yell at them to leave me alone. They all have cars and umbrellas and windshield wipers, and I don't.
When are you going to tell them, Ruby, that you actually enjoy being the only one in the rain?
I don't know. Do I? I hate myself for that. I hate myself for being afraid to admit that I still like to paint rocks and make ankle bracelets, and that I like the Beatles and all those Star Trek episodes where everybody's pants fit wrong. That I can see.
Take it from me, Ruby. That is what makes you unique and beautiful.
Unique, maybe, but it's not enough.
No, Ruby.
I wish someone else could see you and understand. Understand what I see. So simple. I wish Mom and Dad could see you, and you could fix everything with your pom-poms and your feather boa. They don't listen to me. Nobody does. And for once, I wish I wasn't walking on the side of the road in the rain, alone.
Ruby, dinner. Ruby.
I'm coming! Yellow is dinner with a picnic basket on the side of a hill. Yellow is the last hours of sun sinking, no, sliding into the horizon. Yellow is lemonade and lemon rice, citrus salmon and curry spice. Yellow is dinner. Yeah.
you get comfortable, have you know you'll be assisting our janitor, Mr. Safferman, today. He may have some cleaning for you to do.
Well, where is he?
I don't know. I'll page him, I suppose.
Hey, Ruby. How was your day?
Yeah, not great.
Oh, why's that?
Don't sound so serious. It's not like I've never had a bad day before. It's just Jake S. and his football team were throwing shades of purple judgment at me all day.
But we don't even have a football team. It's only 8th grade.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jake S. and his Major League Blacktop Recess pickup team were being complete jerks to me today.
Well, you did stab their quarterback.
You know what? You're right. I should have gone straight for the jugular. How are you?
Okay, suppose. I can't stop thinking about yellow.
I knew you would like her.
What? No, not like that. I mean, did that actually happen?
Well, yeah, that's the thing about color. It lives everywhere, all the time. Should we be surprised when it comes to life right in front of us? I mean, really. Sometimes I think it's more alive than I am.
But I'm not so sure. I mean, after all, I didn't even see her, or it.
It's a she. But this goes way beyond her.
What do you mean?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's like when you're riding in the car and you don't feel so good, and suddenly you see a bright, brilliant blue billboard that pulls your eyes away from the road, and you think, is that color more real than I am? Or a neon sign, or a traffic cone, a rainbow, or somebody's striped socks, and you think, well, what's stopping those colors from breathing and blinking and blowing bubbles at you? Color is alive. At least it is to me.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything. Which one of you is my Spitfire assistant for the day?
She is.
Hello, Mr. Safferman.
Heather here told me that you'd be helping me out today.
Unfortunately.
We'd be happy to help.
You're not in detention too, are you? Quiet little Skylar Sarkinen. What'd you do? Turn in too much homework?
He doesn't have anything better.
Well, the more the merrier. I got plenty of fun stuff for the two of you to do today. We'll start by cleaning the toilets with your toothbrushes. Lighten up, you two. Just kidding. Oh, and lighten up the toilets too. Okay. All right. Come on. All right, you little whippersnappers, let's get down to business. Now, as you can see, this classroom is notorious for having a filthy floor, so I'd like you to prep it for mopping. And while you're at it, if you see any gum on the bottom of the desks or the chairs, go ahead and scrape that off. I have gloves and spray in the janitor's closet for when you might get to that.
Oh boy.
And when you're done with that, go ahead and get a bucket, head on out to the parking lot, and shine up my 1998 Chrysler Town and Country. Just kidding. Oh. Scott Safferman, how can I help you? Well, sure, Jeff.
What a mess.
It's not that bad. I think we should just start with the floor.
Were we this messy in 6th grade? I don't remember leaving my books laying around like this. What's with all the paper?
Maybe they were doing a craft. do you remember playing Magic Scrap?
Magic scrap?
Yeah, the game all of our elementary school teachers tricked us into cleaning with. It was genius, really. I'm surprised none of us figured it out until now. The teacher would say, I'm thinking of a scrap in this room, a magic scrap. Whoever finds it first will earn a prize. So we would all clean like crazy, picking up our candy wrappers and pencil shavings and scraps of paper and bringing them to the trash, hoping that one of them would be magic.
Well, it seems to have worked. What was the prize?
That was the funniest part. It was like a sticker or something. Just a little thing, but we were so excited to get it. We would run around like crazy and empty our pieces of trash one at a time into the trash can. And then when somebody won, we would cheer and go see what sticker he would pick. Then we yelled about what sticker we would pick if we won. And then we argued about who won last week and who would win the next week.
What color do you think that is?
The scrap, the sticker.
I don't really know if I'm doing this right, but what you just described and the way you said it made it seem like, I don't know, like it could be a color, maybe?
Oh, definitely. I'd say the competition, the joy, the laughter, it would all be orange.
What else?
You want to see orange, don't you?
Does it work like that? Is there an orange or is there just a yellow?
No, there's an orange. Orange is all about contrast. Orange is insane amounts of joy, like getting excited to have a sticker. Orange is jumping jacks and jumping rope. Orange is drawing the sidewalk chalk. Or the space your smile makes when it sticks to your teeth. Or speaking through a megaphone at recess.
Well, that all sounds pretty fun to me.
There's another side to orange. Orange feels like stubbing your toe. Or outrage after you get an F on your math test. Or orange feels like dropping your pencil in the middle of one of those 1-minute multiplication table tests they used to give us in 5th grade.
8 times 8 is 64.
Hello, Orange.
Where?
He's over there.
Why can't I see him?
He's kind of all over the place as usual.
Why can't I see him?
You're not trying hard enough.
Oh, hush. No, not you.
So, what is it? How do I see him, or at least hear him?
Well, I've never really had anybody play my color game before, so I don't really know how.
Teach me. I want to play the game. I want to see them.
I guess I could.
You know, he's not going to find me if you just stand around.
Right. Okay. Okay, Sky. Think about the color orange.
Skylar. Skyman. Skater boy.
Okay. Skylar. Focus. Close your eyes.
Sky guy. Skyperino. Skippy peanut butter.
Okay, Skylar. What does orange taste like?
Skippy peanut butter?
Oranges? I don't know.
Well, that was
Nice.
okay.
You should give that man a medal.
Wait, oh. Orange tastes like citrus?
Well, taste is the difficult one, so we can
Oh,
try.
no, wait. Orange tastes like mangoes and cracking pistachios.
Better, but cracking pistachios is more of a sound than a taste.
Shut up. You know as well as I do, there are no rules.
What?
There are no rules. I can do whatever I want.
What was that?
Orange is making himself at home.
So he's here then. Can I open my eyes now?
No! Focus.
Hocus pocus.
Yeah, right, okay. Orange feels like summer. Warm, sunny. The sun is orange. Not that you can actually look at the sun without going blind, of course. Actually, Ruby, did you know the sun is 9,941 degrees Fahrenheit? Well, I wonder what that'd be in. Let's see. Minus 32 times 5. 5,505 degrees Celsius.
Woo! That's pretty hot.
But I can't see him.
Keep trying.
Alright, okay. Orange looks like tan lines. And orange sounds like a firework. Oh, but maybe orange can also be edgy, like maybe orange wears sunglasses? Inside?
I like that.
Ivy drawing on the side of a tattoo shop. And it sounds like, oh, what's that really long word that means when words sound like what they mean? Yeah, like that. Like pop, fizz, bang!
Did you see him?
I think so, but not clearly. I mean, only for a split second. It could have been a shadow, honestly.
Wow, I've never had anyone see any of my colors before. In any way.
Now, you have me.
Well, lit.
Minerals are naturally occurring solid compositions of chemical elements. This is just another way of saying that they are made up of elements on the periodic table. They're inorganic, one of your chapter terms, which just means that they are not living or made up of living things. Rocks are mixtures or aggregates of different minerals. They are split up into three main categories: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic.
You want to show me something now?
Yeah, I want to show you a color. I was listening to Mr. Vanderbilt.
Now, if you look at the image on page 86, you see a great example of what a geo looks like inside. Many of you have probably seen these on walks or hiking trails. However, you can't get very much money for them.
Talking about rocks, Ruby, how poetic could that possibly be?
Shh, listen.
Most geodes are found in desert regions, places with volcanic ash and limestone. So in the United States, that would include California, Utah, Arizona, and Nevada.
Green is geodes.
Green is growth,
Patience.
learning,
Understanding.
seeing.
Believing.
Now, precious stones are split up into four main varieties. Does anyone know what the four most valuable are? Yes, Ruby.
One of them is a ruby, correct?
Correct. Thank you, Ruby. What are the other three? Anyone? The other three are diamond, sapphire, and emerald.
Green feels like an emerald.
However, you may not want to pick one up too hastily, as they are very expensive. This ring is black. How are you, Ruby?
Today has been pretty good, actually. The football boys have stopped rolling their eyes at me, so now it's back to everybody else judging me while pretending they're not. But I've been thinking about what you said last week, how I can't always be thinking about what they're thinking about. That won't help me. What did you say? Oh, that won't help me bloom.
It's a good day to be Ruby.
Wait. You're green?
That would be me. What can I do for you?
I've just never seen a color before.
I'm surprised that we can all be here together.
I was surprised too, but I thought you might introduce me to someone eventually.
I didn't think I could, and I didn't think it would work if I did, but here we are.
Okay, wait. I'm not sure that I really am here. Are you Real? And why do you look like my science teacher? Oh no, am I going insane? What happened to my earth science class? Is time even moving? This is all very poetic, especially for you, Ruby, but now that I think about it, it doesn't make sense logically. I mean, how did I even get those sunglasses yesterday? And how are you able to just appear and bring objects with you and leave objects behind? Where do you go when you're gone? Are you possessing Mr. Vanderbilt?
It doesn't really work like that.
If a tree were to fall in the middle of the forest and no one is there to hear it, does it still make a noise?
Oh, come on, that's not fair.
What he's trying to say is that you can only see him if you can imagine.
I am the tree in the forest. I only hold my form as long as you listen for me to fall.
So you're not real.
Can I do something for you, Mr. Sky?
No, Mr. Vanderbilt.
No problem. I want to make sure you've all written down the homework that I've assigned for you on the chalkboard. I want you to do page 90, as well as 1 through 5, 15 through 20, and 22 through 24 on page 91. And that is all I have for you today.
I still don't understand it. I mean, how can the color look just like someone else but then be completely different 2 seconds later? Do you think Mr. Vanderbilt was, like, hypnotized?
I can't speak for anybody but myself on this, but the colors aren't impersonators. They take different forms at different times. Just has to do with how you see things.
I want to understand you. I really do.
Well, for example, green took on the shape of Mr. Vanderbilt, well, because they're like each other, just like yellow and Miss Anderson. In fact, I see color in all people. It's not always visible, but I see color when people walk and act and talk and move their arms. It's kind of hard to explain.
Could you maybe give me an example?
Well, a lot of people use the word blue to describe how they're feeling. There's a whole jazz song called Mood Indigo to describe what feeling blue is like. You know, like the blues.
Well, I've heard people say that before, but I've never heard someone say they're feeling orange or yellow.
Well, that's where it gets tricky, but that's also where it's up to me to decide what that means. It's exciting because no one has ever done it before. I try to avoid saying things like, orange is like an orange, or a banana and tastes like yellow, because that's not original. And I think the reason the colors appear to me is because I see them everywhere. And I listen to what they help me understand and what they help me to see. And the best part is that color is free.
I've never thought of that before.
Well, that's just it. No one thinks of it that way. Color is literally everywhere you look. Once you start to notice where it is and what it's telling you, it becomes human.
So, you're saying there are colors in all of us.
Rainbows and rainbows.
But some people are more of one color than the other, right?
Right. That's when Miss Anderson laughs, I hear bubbles popping. She smells like lemongrass and smiles like yellow snapdragons.
And Mr. Safferman laughs like tangerine popsicles.
Yeah.
Oh, and when he tells a joke, it's like a big bear hug.
Right.
And when Mr. Vanderbilt teaches, it feels like planting a garden.
Exactly.
Okay, but wait, when I said Scott's jokes are like bear hugs aren't orange.
No, but orange feels like getting a bear hug.
That only makes sense if I don't think about it.
But don't.
I mean, it's getting clearer, but I think I could use another example.
I might have one in mind for you, but First, I have to report to my last day of pencil stabbing detention. I'm not going to tell you what to think this time.
I don't know if I can do this without you.
When the colors first appeared to me, all I had was myself and my imagination. And we've already met a few of them.
That's true.
So, show me purple.
Okay. Purple is not grapes. I'm not gonna say grapes. Purple sounds like a violin. No, lower. A double bass. Or what's the one that you have to stand up to play? You know, the really big one? Is that the cello? Oh, this is bad, isn't it?
No, keep going.
Purple taste. No, I'm not gonna do taste. That's the hardest one. I'm not gonna do that one. Purple feels like petting a black lab. Well, like brushing him out after a bath. Purple feels like changing the antifreeze perfectly with no spills, like a warm blanket when it's raining. Oh, rain! Oh, purple is rain, storms, thunder, and lightning. Purple is electricity surging through circuits and powering the whole house. Purple is raw power. Oh, and purple tastes like a perfectly buttered sweet potato with brown sugar and cinnamon. Sorry, Miss Regis.
Miss Regis! I don't What do you think, Sky?
I think it smells like purple.
I'd give you both a bite, but you know, germs.
That's okay, I didn't want to spoil my appetite.
Yeah, who eats at 4 anyways?
It's a boss.
So you eat then? Colors eat just like normal people?
Sky, let's you and I make a deal.
Oh, okay.
Stop trying to understand what's going on.
I don't know if I can
First of all, you can do whatever you want. Never forget that. Second of all, who told you you have to know how something works in order to understand it? You?
do that. Well, I mean, understanding something and knowing how it works are kind of the same thing, aren't they?
I don't think so. I have an understanding with myself. That I breathe, and I walk, and I think. But I have no idea how these processes work.
You don't know how to walk?
I don't know how walking or how any movement works on, say, a cellular level.
Wait, hold on. I took biology last year. I remember learning about all this stuff inside the cell, you know, like DNA and stuff. Oh, but I guess I don't know how it works either.
And try adding to that the fact that I'm technically more conceptual than human.
Conceptual?
Made of ideas! Ideas and dreams.
But wait, my hand isn't like way through you or anything, and hey, you still didn't answer my question. Do you eat anything?
If I didn't eat, I would have no business microwaving this sweet potato. Now would I?
Okay, hold on. I mean, I can't believe I actually did that. And I was able to, and then there she was, and she did the sweet potato. And she was a little overwhelming at first, not gonna lie. I was a little scared, wasn't expecting that. When I said raw power, well, I got that one pretty good, I think. I can't believe I did that. Did I do that? Ruby? Ruby?
Oh,
Did I do all that?
I don't think you can make Purple do anything she doesn't want to do, but I do think you made a friend.
Heather Regis, Cape Elizabeth Middle School. How may I help you? Oh, no. Yes. Yes. Yes, thank you so much. Ruby, I don't have anything for you to do today. Your mother called at 2 and said she'll be here earlier than usual to pick you up. She'll be here in 15 minutes. You can wait in the office until then.
Thanks.
Heather Regis, Cape Elizabeth Middle School. How can I help you? Yes, what is the name of your student?
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, but I think it would be easier to show you how I feel.
What do you mean?
Tell me what you know about Gray.
Oh, I see. Have you met Gray before?
Yeah, I have.
Could you maybe get me started?
Okay. Gray smells like cigarette smoke. Gray feels like laying on a couch under a blanket until your leg cramps up.
Gray smells like wood fire in a cabin. It feels like fly fishing when your legs cramp up from the cold creek water.
Gray tastes like oatmeal.
Eating out of tin cups on a camping trip with your family.
Every morning at the breakfast table alone, without your family.
Gray feels like petting a newborn kitten and listening to it purr.
Gray feels like talking to your pet goldfish after school, listening to the walls and the refrigerator cycle starting.
Oh, Gray smells like clean laundry. It feels like putting on a shirt straight out of the dryer. No, Gray feels like hanging up the laundry on the clothesline.
Gray feels like wearing the same shirts for weeks. Gray feels like slowly edging closer and closer to wearing more black than anything else.
Gray feels like comfort.
Numbness,
Family hugs.
solitude.
Come on in. Hello, Mrs. Gray. Ruby.
Thank you, Heather.
Hi, Mom.
Let's go home, Ruby. Ruby. Ruby, let me in. Come on, Ruby girl.
Don't call me that!
I know things have been hard lately, Ruby Bean.
Only Dad can call me that.
Well, Dad's not here right now, so we just need to accept that.
We don't have to accept anything. He would be here if he wanted to. I'm not stupid. He's only stuck around this long because of me, and I'm sick of it.
We just need to accept that he won't be home later because of his shifts.
He comes home late. He leaves early. I never get to see him.
His hours are long, Ruby. Being a pilot isn't easy.
Being an 8th grader that nobody likes isn't easy, but it's never stopped me.
Oh, Ruby, people like you. You're...
How would you know? You're never there. You don't see how they look at me? How they judge me for being weird? For being me?
I'm sure they don't judge you, honey.
You're sure of a lot of things, aren't you?
What do you mean?
You're sure that I'll do fine at school, that Dad will start getting normal person hours, that you'll have to stop selling families houses for them. You're sure that we'll be one big happy family that won't have to worry about money and will just be together all the time. You're sure of all these things, and you've told me 100 times, and they don't happen, and I'm sick of it.
I've told you those things because I'm just trying to stay positive.
Stop lying to me! I'm sick of trying to stay positive. I'm sick of trying to grab onto some yellow flag of optimism when there just isn't any. I'm sick of feeling like I don't matter. Not to you, not to Dad, and not at school.
Ruby, I think that you should know... Ruby, I love you so much, and I never want to lie to you. Things have been difficult between your father and I recently, and I know it's felt like we haven't been there for a while now. Running on different schedules and paying for food and school and keeping everyone happy is just something that I can't do by myself anymore. Especially when I'm not happy. Especially when my little sunflower isn't happy. And I never want to make you feel stupid or unwanted or unloved when none of that is true. Things have been difficult between your father and I because we aren't getting along. Ruby, your father and I are getting a divorce.
A divorce?
It wasn't my idea, honey, but I think that if I focus on my job, I can get a promotion and...
Getting a divorce.
Your dad filed the papers 2 weeks ago.
You've known for 2 weeks and you didn't tell me.
I didn't want you to feel bad, honey.
Can I be alone?
Ruby,
Alone! Please.
Ruby, honey, I'm sorry, but we'll be okay. You and me. I know we will.
Stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid! Red is stupidity, anger. Red tastes like blackening a marshmallow and eating it too soon. Red feels like running through tall glass and it stings your legs because your class left you behind while you were looking at wildflowers. Red is sunburn. Red is missing the sunrise because you slept in. Red is breaking a drawing pencil. A good one! An expensive one! An 8B! Red feels like pulling hangnail all the way out and letting the paint echo in squares from your finger. Red feels like floss biting into your gums and making you spit cover blood into the sink. Red sounds like a fire alarm in the stupid, stupid, stupid school hallway!
Red is making valentines. Red is collecting interesting-looking rocks at the park and putting them in your pocket. Red is hopscotch. And knowing that sidewalk chalk is always more vibrant after it rains. Red is special. Red is a tea kettle whistling. Red is being able to touch braid your own hair. Red feels like knowing you will do anything for someone you love. Red is beautiful.
Red feels like cutting your finger while trying to cut carrots for the soup. Red is like jumping on top of a coffee table. Red sounds like silence when you're speaking and a whole room is listening to you. Red is strength.
Red tastes like picking the perfect cherry tomato from your patio plant and taking a bite out of it. Red is like spreading paint on the biggest canvas you have and knowing you can always paint over it. Red is fearless.
Red is acrylics and oils and watercolors and all kinds of art. Red is rock music and striped socks. Red is you, Ruby.
Red is special. Red is beautiful.
Red is strength.
Red is fearless.
Red is you.
You can do it all going to work out.
We'll learn just so much.
It is all coming. You just have to stand up, be strong, you can do it, we believe in you. Come on, Ruby,
Hey Ruby, how's it going? You feeling okay?
I'm here to return these.
this is one of my favorite volumes. I adore haikus. Did you like these?
I didn't finish it.
So you can't teach me how to write a good haiku then?
I could teach you if I wanted to. It just depends on if you're smart enough to learn.
It's easy to learn how to write poetry.
That's the thing, though. I can't.
May I see?
Here, let me help you. I can't seem to make anything last. I can only make things that will run. That's fine, except for it's not. The middle line has 8 syllables.
Ruby.
What does it even mean that you can't make anything last? That you can only make things that will run?
I like to build things.
Oh, this one's called Yellow. This should be good. Haven't seen her face. All I heard were bubbles popping when you said she was here. That one isn't right either. The last line has 6.
That was odd.
Ruby is an interesting girl.
She told me she'd help me with my haiku, but I didn't expect her to be so mean.
It's okay. May I see your work?
I guess so.
These are very good, Skylar.
Really?
Yes. Ruby is right in pointing out that some of them have a few too many syllables, but you're definitely on the right track.
Thank you. Yeah, I submitted a few of those for my English assignment, but Mrs. Blackwell said they needed to be more clear or something. She told me to rework them and get them back to her on Friday.
There are so many on this page. They're so creative.
I mean, I did write a few more just now. They are getting easier.
Do you read them as much as you write them?
I never thought I'd say this, but I think I like haikus. I'm not that great at writing them, but I reread the packet that we got in class a few times. I don't ever understand poetry, but haikus are so short. If I don't get what they mean, then I just move on, and I don't feel bad. And when I try to write them, it's kind of like a math problem or putting something together.
I have a section on poetry and a book on haikus I think you might like. Would you like to read more?
I can't promise I'll finish it, but that'd be cool, I guess.
All right, I'll be right back.
Haven't seen her face. All I heard was bubbles when you said that she was here. Haven't seen her face. All I heard was bubbles when you said that she was here. Ah, she's right. Too many syllables. What else could I put there? Ah, I should just start over. Bubbles on my face, but I haven't seen hers yet, but I still want to. No. Feathers on my face, the only one I haven't heard, but I don't know. If I'd seen her face, I'm so sure I would have smiled. Yellow warms a room.
Can you see me now? All along I've been right here, waiting just for you.
I can finally see you now, and how did I do that?
I don't know. Isn't it fun?
It's like the coolest thing I've ever done, except for taking apart a lawnmower. That was hard, but cool.
That sounds awesome!
So now that I've seen all the colors and everything, what do you do when I can see you?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! First of all, there are a lot more colors than the ones you've seen. Like chartreuse, twin pink, and navy. Oh, you have to meet Teal. You'd love her so much. So funny. Oh, and oh my gosh, it's Marin's birthday tomorrow. How could I possibly forget? Every year it's on November 8th. Every year I forget. What am I gonna get him? What am I gonna get him? Pom-poms, bubbles? Can you build him a lawnmower?
A yellow?
Yes, right. Sorry.
I just wanted to know what you usually do.
Well, I usually ask Ruby how she's doing, and we chat for a little while. For as long as she needs me.
I don't think Ruby's doing so well. She wouldn't talk to me this morning.
She won't talk to me either.
I wonder why. I don't know, she seemed...
Time for class?
Yeah, study hall's over, but I want to know what's wrong with Ruby.
Then you're gonna have to find a way to get through to her, Skylar. Doodles!
I know I told you to go away, but I didn't want this. Whatever this is. I can't feel you, I can't hear you, I can't see you. I always thought that once I learned to see color, I would be able to forever, but now I'm sitting here I don't know. I can't think of a metaphor. I can't think of anything without color. All that's in my head is a constant reminder to check my pulse to see if it's racing, and it is, and I can't go anywhere because nothing follows me anywhere. No color. Think, Ruby, what is green? Green is Dad's old golf polo, and green feels rooted like it when he would pick me up and let me walk my feet on the ceiling. Green is grass? No, think! What is yellow? Yellow is Mom's pearls, the real ones, and her long curly hair before she cut it. Yellow is her taking off her wedding ring to do the dishes, and yellow is... Where are you? Green and yellow don't even work together anymore. They just blend into gray. Like that stupid sunflower painting. You aren't green and yellow anymore, you're gray. And you don't love each other. And you don't love me.
What you doing?
How did you get here? I wasn't even saying anything.
Oh, my bad. I'll leave.
No, hold on.
Oh, you really convinced me to stay.
So you can hear what I'm thinking about a color?
You were thinking about orange, weren't you?
I don't know, was I?
Are we just gonna keep asking each other questions and not get answers?
No, I guess not. I suppose I was thinking about orange. I was thinking about what it tastes like. Ruby said that's the hardest one to describe, so I've been trying to figure that out.
And, what did you come up with?
If you can read my thoughts, didn't you already know what I was thinking?
Skylar. Always trying to figure out how things work.
I just feel better when I can understand something.
Well, no. I can't read anyone's minds. I can just feel a sort of pull that smells like mangoes whenever anyone's being especially creative. Speaking of which, have you seen Ruby lately?
I saw her today, but she seemed angry. I didn't want to press.
She can be feisty.
Do you know what's going on?
No, she won't talk to me.
I wonder why. I mean, I don't know what to do, but I'm trying to think of something that could help.
I just feel better when I can understand something.
Understanding. I think that's it. You know what she said, what she told me? She said that green is understanding and learning and knowing and growth.
She also said that green was certain types of minerals, but that's none of my business.
I think green might be able to help.
What am I, chopped liver?
Oh, you're orange.
Oh, so now you're the one that gets to make the dad jokes.
That's not what I meant. Okay, you're orange, and here's what I think. You're amazing at helping Ruby to feel confident and making her laugh, but if I'm right about this, green helps her to understand herself and what she's feeling. I think she needs to see green.
You really seem to have us figured out.
I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, and I really think I need to find Ruby and help her find green. Ruby, can I talk to you?
I don't see why you would want to.
Look, I don't know what you're struggling with, but
That's just it. You don't know.
But I'm trying to understand.
Maybe you won't, okay? Maybe nobody ever will. Maybe everyone will just leave me alone forever.
I don't think you really want that, do you?
Why do you care?
I don't know, but... Well, I was wondering if maybe you'd seen Green lately. I was talking to Orange yesterday, and...
You were talking to Orange? So it is just me.
What? What's just you?
I can't see the colors anymore.
What?
I can't see them, okay? I keep trying to think of what they might sound or look or smell or taste like, and I keep saying it out loud, and nothing happens.
Have you tried writing it down?
Nothing I do matters. Besides, the only thing I can see as colors are the things my parents used to do.
That's strange. I've never heard you talk about your parents before.
It used to be different. They used to be different. My mom was the prettiest, happiest yellow. She would wear the airiest cotton florals and dresses and tie her wild curly hair up with a bandana. Now she just looks like a pressed napkin all the time. You know the ones at fancy restaurants? And they use too much detergent when they wash them so you can feel it on your fingers?
I'm sorry, Ruby.
But I miss the way my dad used to be more. He was green, sometimes bright and strong, and others more muted, like a forest or the smell of rosemary, and he would take me everywhere. I barely remember it, but my mom has a picture of me on his back in a travel backpack, and she said that we took a train out west, and his voice was like a soft fur, like a mossy green cleanness. But it doesn't matter now. They're gray, both of them.
Ruby?
And you know what makes me the most upset? That they would just do this, that they would just stop loving each other. I didn't wake up one day and decide to stop loving them, so why should they be able to?
Ruby, what are you talking about?
My parents are getting a divorce.
Oh. I wish I knew what to say.
It's okay. I don't expect anything from you.
But maybe Green can help. He's standing behind you now.
Is this some sort of sick joke?
No, Ruby, he's right
No,
there.
save it. I should have known better. See you around, Sarkinen.
I don't understand it. I thought that would have worked.
What would have worked?
Well, I just thought if I could get you and Ruby in the same room, that maybe you would be able to help her understand what she's feeling or something. I don't know. Maybe my theory was wrong.
Your theory about what?
About the colors.
Ah, I see. You're trying to fit us in that puzzle of yours again, aren't you?
Oh, no. And I didn't mean to be rude earlier when I was questioning if you were real or not.
It's okay. It's understandable.
See, that's what I mean. You're so understanding. You help Ruby think about things that she can't with other people. She listens to you.
Ruby listens to Yellow, too.
Not in the same way, though. I really think she takes your words to heart.
Well, Ruby's father is green.
She was talking about him. Oh, and the divorce. I wish I could have said something, but I didn't know what. I can't read people, and I'm so bad with words.
Come sit down. Sometimes you don't have to say anything. Sometimes you just have to be there. You know, listening is a skill that many people have forgotten.
I try to listen, but I just don't know what to do. I didn't know what to do when she was struggling, and now she's mad at me.
Don't give up. Try to imagine yourself in her shoes. Try to think of all the things that she's told you about herself and the way she sees things. And don't undervalue your experience as a friend.
It's okay to encourage her and tell her things she may not know. You can help balance her.
Me?
You're logical. Ruby is passionate. She's never had a friend like you before. And I know that you can help her in many different ways. You can help Ruby communicate with us again.
I don't know that I can. I mean, I only just started to see you and yellow and orange and purple, and well, I never even met Ruby before a week ago, and I'm not creative or special or anything. I don't give good advice, and I'm not good with people.
Skylar, slow down.
I just don't think I can do it, okay?
And I know you can.
How am I supposed to help her understand something even I don't understand?
Tell me, what do you understand?
Well, I understand that Ruby sees colors in people, real people, in everyone, I think, but, well, she also sees colors as people, and she can talk to them. And there's more colors than I've seen, but she really seems to love yellow and purple and orange and green. And she can chat with them by speaking poetry about them, like yellow is an umbrella on a rainy day, and orange is the sound a ratchet makes when you're strapping brush down onto a trailer, and, well, green is the feeling of running through grass in new tennis shoes. And purple is knowing exactly what a problem is and being able to fix it. Stuff like that. And here's what I think. I think green helps her to understand things. Orange can make her laugh. Purple pushes her to be passionate about things, and yellow helps her to stay positive. I think.
I think you have it all figured out.
Oh, hey everyone!
Yellow! I'm just kidding. Orange.
It's so nice to see you again!
Cat's got your tongue? Hush.
I just didn't know that you were all coming.
Well, we weren't, but Green had other plans.
I had nothing to do with it.
Skylar.
Wow, I feel...
Well, that depends. What makes you think you're so high and mighty?
Oh, be quiet. He's just excited.
Do you believe me now when I tell you you really are creative?
I guess so. Yeah, I feel powerful, but in my mind, like I could actually do something. And, well, I know I didn't bring you all here or anything, but you are here with me, and I don't completely understand it.
Here he
but,
goes again.
But I think it's powerful anyway.
Yes!
I told Skylar that he could help Ruby see us again.
Sky, I think you should know that we've all tried to talk to Ruby, but none of us have been able to.
So, no pressure or anything.
But we all think you could be the one to do it.
Oh, do we have a plan? Or anything? I don't really know how to talk to her.
Then that's okay.
Remember what I told you. You just have to be willing to listen.
So, in other words, no. We don't have a plan. We should probably come up with one.
This isn't really for us to intervene in. Ruby's going through something difficult, and as much as we'd love to, we can't just sweep in and carry her away on a cloud.
Besides, clouds are full of cold water anyway.
So what is it that you want me to do?
There is no wrong way to help.
Okay, thanks, Plato. Skylar, what we're trying to say is that our existence is not dependent upon Ruby. We care about her and all, but your relationship with her is more important than ours and how we can help her.
You're a good friend, Skylar. She needs those.
And you can show her so many things!
Like patience.
And the ability to slow down.
And how to keep her cool.
I still don't think I can do this.
I think you can. I can see the future now.
This is helpful.
All right. Okay, you're helping Ruby. She's never sad again. Ruby runs for president. You own an automotive business on the outside of town with a small Cocker Spaniel and at least 5 wrenches.
What?
Just kidding. I can't see the future, kid. But I do know this will work out. We all do.
Do you have any advice then? You seem to know Ruby better than I do.
Remember to think pretty thoughts.
Do your best and be honest.
And be serious. But only when you have to.
And listen, you can do this, guy.
Okay, here we go. Ruby, I'm sorry to hear about your parents. I know that's not what you wanted, and you must be so sad? Mad? Is she sad? She just seemed angry. Okay. Ruby, I'm sorry to hear about your parents, and you've seemed upset lately. Should I say anything about how she's feeling? I don't even know how she's feeling. I should just start over. I wonder what color she is. Ruby is red? Can't be that obvious, can it? But she seems so red, so fierce. Well, maybe I should talk about that. Maybe that would help her see the colors again. Okay, and what should I say? Ruby, you have helped me see so much color. Red is your art and your fiery insults and your snappy temper. Red is your ponytail and how you stab people with pencils when you don't like them. But it's also your creativity and your boldness, and I just don't want you to be sad because when you're not okay, I can see you losing color.
Tugging on a string in the wind, and yellow tastes like purple. Yellow doesn't taste like purple. I'm just moving on to purple. Purple tastes like eggplant, maybe? No, purple tastes like cinnamon. And green feels like mixing paint and... Where are they? What's wrong with me?
Nothing is wrong with you. Just slow down and breathe. What color does a breath feel like?
Blue. Definitely blue.
What else?
Well, blue is patience and slowing down. Blue is writing haikus, writing 13 variations of the same one. And blue sounds like metal clinking against metal, like locker doors shutting. Blue feels like sliding your thumb over the crease of a piece of folded paper. And the sky is blue. Skylar is blue. Skylar is... It feels like a brother, like a cotton t-shirt, or like borrowing a hat and then losing it. Blue is like the word linen. Linen rhythm. Linen forgiveness.
How do you feel?
I feel gray.
Last I heard, you two were sworn enemies.
A different gray. A more firm, consistent gray. But I also feel blue.
You're not the only one. I usually feel blue.
A different blue. An aching blue. Like screeching down a playground slide or eating too much peanut butter too fast.
Oh, that is some sticky imagery.
A lump in my throat kind of blue. But at least it's a color.
And gray?
Gray? Gray is a color too.
I can see you turn to gray. And I don't want that.
Thank you, Skylar.
Ruby, is that you?
It's me, Red.
You look like her, but you don't at the same time. And well, I've never seen you before.
Well, hello then. I liked what you said about me and about Ruby.
Thanks, but I don't know if it'll work. The other colors told me that Ruby hasn't been able to see them and that I should try to talk to her, but I just don't know what to say. The last time we talked, she snapped at me.
If it makes you feel any better, I can't talk to her either. But it's not that she won't talk to me. She literally can. She doesn't know who she is right now.
This is way more. Oh, then she must be feeling. This is more complicated than I thought.
Well, yeah. She feels totally unloved and unappreciated, and that is something very hard for someone so unique.
But I appreciate her.
It's not you that she needs to hear it from.
It's her parents, isn't it? Oh, of course it is. You know, I just remembered when she showed me gray, she was so upset. She kept saying that home felt so dull and gray, but I was too excited to notice. And then her mom came and she looked exhausted. No wonder she feels so angry. She feels so trapped in gray.
She is tired. I'm tired. And I'm sick of it. It's so hard to be so unique when you feel like everybody is judging you and expecting things from you.
But gray isn't always a bad thing, is it? I like the color gray.
No, it definitely isn't. Gray is comfort.
And wind.
And simplicity.
And peace. Maybe Ruby just needs to make peace with gray.
I think you're right.
I'm gonna find her tomorrow and I'm gonna teach her how to see gray a different way. I think.
You're going to teach her how to play her own game.
Can I do that?
Well, I don't see why not, but don't act like you're putting her in a box.
Oh, right, and I've only seen gray once, and oh, then she might think that I'm trying to...
Skylar, It's a good idea. Don't overthink it.
But if I don't know how she'll react, then what
If
am I-
you don't know how she'll react, that's fine.
It's just that the last time we talked, she got so angry at me.
So, don't try to tell her what to do this time.
Well, what if she won't listen?
Tell her about your day. Make her laugh. Show her that you aren't trying to fix her. Just be her friend.
Red, I've been writing and I still don't know what to say.
So put the notebook away. You don't need that. Trust yourself. You got this.
Hi, Ruby.
Hi.
Nice weather we're having.
Nice weather we're having. What are you, like 40 years old?
No, but I am turning 14 next month.
I'm older than you.
You're already 14?
Yeah, in August.
Too bad being 14 doesn't come with anything special. You know, like 16 is driving and 18 is being an adult and, well, at least 13 is a prime number.
I don't want to know this.
But it's just math.
Exactly, I don't want to know.
Okay. If 14 was a color, what would it be?
Gray.
Why?
Because it's so boring, so predictable. Besides, everything is gray now anyway.
I don't think there's anything wrong with gray. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being predictable.
But it's boring too.
You can't be creative if you're never bored.
Stop arguing with me on this. Gray sucks.
You want to go outside?
I don't think that.
Unless you have detention again.
I do not have detention again.
I don't know. It kind of looks like you want to stab me with your pencil right now.
I thought about it, but no. I don't have detention, so we can go outside. Nice weather we're having.
To be fair, it is really nice out here.
I like the sun. I like the way that it feels on my face, and I like when there are clouds too, so I can look at the sun without burning my eyes blue.
You know what I just realized? I like clouds. I do.
I like cirrus clouds. The ones that was high above without ever touching the ground.
Well, I mean, none of the clouds touch the ground.
You know what I need? They just look free.
I like dark clouds, storm clouds, stratus.
Why?
I don't know, they're just so thick and heavy and gray. It's cool to think that the sky can change colors so fast, so many times a day, like sunrise and sunset are orange. Well, I guess sunrise orange is yellow and softer. But then sunset oranges are more red, more purples, and then really bright reddish pinks on the clouds.
Yeah.
And then there are blue skies too. Sometimes the sky is more cloudy and wispy and light blue. And it's green in some places.
The sky is never green.
No, I watched a documentary on the Northern Lights once. The sky turns green. But it's really just the Earth's magnetic field bouncing off charged particles from the sun.
Oh. I think I know what you're talking about.
And then other times, I've seen bright purple lightning just shooting straight out of the clouds while it's pouring rain. And other times, the sky is so heavy and gray, it looks like it's just gonna break.
Heavy and gray.
Yellow, orange, and red. Sometimes it is blue and pink.
That was really good. Did you just come up with that?
I did. Though I don't think I would have been able to even a week ago. You've helped me so much.
I'm sorry I was mean to you last week in the library.
It's okay. And you were right, the last line did have 6 syllables. And I fixed it.
I wish I could fix me by taking away a syllable.
Well, would you rather be Rue or B?
My last name is 1 syllable. I would rather be Ruby over Ruby Gray any day.
Ruby, have you ever really thought about gray?
No! It's so boring and sad and cold and empty.
I just think maybe you should give her another chance. I mean, you make all the other colors so exciting, but with gray it seems like you gave up.
What do you want me to say? That gray is a lovely little cloud? A cloud that won't end up pouring rain on me?
Maybe you're missing how balanced gray is. It's not colorful, but it is steady.
I guess I could see that. Gray is boring, but consistent.
And without neutrals, we wouldn't have anything bright or colorful.
Does gray sound like a whirring engine to you?
Yeah, it does. Gray is hard work.
I know she works hard. It's just hard to separate that from how tired she is.
I think gray is also thankfulness.
No, wait, that's orange.
Is it? Or are you just associating orange with Thanksgiving because of pumpkins?
Oh.
Gotcha.
I do think thankfulness is more on the beige side.
Either way, it's still a neutral color. You have to appreciate all the boring, not busy colors, otherwise you'll burn out.
Black, white, brown, taupe, beige, tan, gray.
Earth tones, natural tones, metal, and dirt.
Not as exciting as flowers or fire or sunsets, but I guess it's okay.
So what is gray? To you?
Gray is boring, sometimes sad, like a big blanket. And gray is like crying, but not hot, angry crying, smoother, simpler crying. Gray is simple, not assuming, not blaming, caring, but not always being able to show it. Gray is like picking up seashells at the beach and stepping in cold, wet sand and leaving a footprint. Gray sounds like static, and we're being alone and being okay with that. Strength, but also weakness. Gray is being held. okay. Gray's not great, but it's okay.
I think you're right.
Are you
Hello, Ruby.
Mom?
No, it's just me, Gray. And your mom isn't completely gray, you know.
Yeah, I know.
And she does love you very much.
I know. Gray,
Yeah,
I've been so mean to everyone.
I know. It's okay to feel underwhelmed or overwhelmed or to even lose interest, but that doesn't make you any less you.
Skylar was right. Gray is, you are comfort. How do you make me feel like I'm eating a bowl of buttered noodles right now?
That's not me, Ruby. It's you.
But when Mom told me everything, I was sad. And then I was angry, and then I felt numb. I still feel numb, but it's different.
Acceptance.
Acceptance? I don't want to accept that they're...
Accepting that it's okay to not be okay.
I'm not ready. I can't do this.
Ruby, it's okay to not be okay.
It's nice to have at least one color back. Do you think I could try to see the others?
I think you can try.
Okay. Orange is laughter, and yellow is like a kite tugging on a string in the wind, and yellow tastes like purple. Yellow doesn't taste like purple. I'm just moving on to purple. Purple tastes like eggplant, maybe? No, purple tastes like cinnamon. And green feels like mixing paint and... Where are they? What's wrong with me?
Nothing is wrong with you. Just slow down and breathe. What color does a breath feel like?
Blue. Definitely blue.
What else?
Well, blue is patience and slowing down. Blue is writing haikus, writing 13 variations of the same one. And blue sounds like metal clinking against metal, like locker doors shutting. Blue feels like sliding your thumb over the crease of a piece of folded paper. And the sky is blue. Skylar is blue. Skylar is... It feels like a brother, like a cotton t-shirt, or like borrowing a hat and then losing it. Blue is like the word linen. Linen rhythm. Linen forgiveness.
How do you feel?
I feel gray.
Last I heard, you two were sworn enemies.
A different gray. A more firm, consistent gray. But I also feel blue.
You're not the only one. I usually feel blue.
A different blue. An aching blue. Like screeching down a playground slide or eating too much peanut butter too fast.
Oh, that is some sticky imagery.
A lump in my throat kind of blue. But at least it's a color.
And gray?
Gray? Gray is a color too.